Jon Moxley. But then I realized, John, no matter how much you want it to be, this isn't about you. This isn't your world championship. Hell, this isn't even my world championship. This is AEW's world championship.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Friday if you're watching this. There was no TNA this week because of Hurricane Helene fucking things up. So prayers to all the families that were affected by it. But before I get into this review for AEW, it's your anniversary. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. That's that Tony Tone right there. Alright, always remember, anytime I hear anniversary, I think of that song. Yeah, but happy 5th anniversary to AEW and Con Man. It's crazy that it's already been 5 years. Alright. But yeah, just real quick, I gotta do a shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to followers on Rumble. I went from, it was like 153 yesterday to like 164. That's crazy. That's insane to me. All right, thank you. There's one I seen. It was like Kerwin White or Kevin. It was either Kevin or Kerwin White. It was Kerwin. Hey, I want you back in the WWE. All right, Tiffany Stratton needs you. All right, but it was Kevin White. Big ups to you. All right, thank you, and everyone else that subscribes to the channel. I truly appreciate it. All right. Yeah, but without further ado, let's get into this review. And we start off with a promo or video package from the BCC. Fox says, "You're not some zoo creature, you're not some stuffed animal, but you are a creature. You're a lion. Stop acting like you haven't already chosen." Claudio says, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I haven't changed. I'm still the same person. So is Moxley. If you want to talk to me, you know where to find me, because we have big plans for you, Yuta. And Marina says something in Romanian, I don't fucking know. And that's how you know. It's funny, because you probably comment, whoever was like, look, you're never going to cut a promo in English ever again. Ever. We don't need it anymore. You don't know me. You don't know me. You know me. You don't know me. Go back and watch that shit. That's one of the most hilarious promos I ever seen in my life. That shit was fucking horrendous. Alright, so whoever was like, yo, you're never cutting out a promo in English ever again. Alright, so you can speak Romanian, Russian, wherever the fuck, I don't care. It ain't gonna be English. So she said something in Romanian, I don't fucking know what she says. I don't speak Romanian. Right? And then Moxley, he was like, I'm taking that AEW World Championship. So, what I'm gonna do is give you a gift. A gift from the universe, a gift from me. And let you go out on your shield and die a warrior. To bury you in your home soil. There's a lot of people who don't know what's going on, and that's okay. What I'm doing is for the greater good. So come October 12th, I officially relieve you of your duty. I'm sending Daddy home for good. That's all they said here, and I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm intrigued to see this where this is going with the BCC, and this is the most I've been intrigued by Jon Moxley since the Shield days, since Dean Ambrose. That's pretty much it, so let's keep it moving. And next we get the rematch of the century, alright, between Will Ospreay Bruv versus Ricochet. But before the match happens, we see Ospreay in the back. Cal's is like, look man, wish you luck out there, but we gotta go, alright? We're gonna miss our flight, so good luck out there. Alright, and then we see Konosuke just Just me mugging the shit out of Ospreay, man. I just want him to go off on this dude, man. Just roast him. You know, say it with your chest, man. Be like, you bastard. You son of a bitch. Or some shit like that. Just go in on him, man, because you know you're better. But he doesn't say anything. Ospreay leaves. You know, he has his entrance, and we finally get the match. All right. And I said this before. I haven't even watched their first match. And what was it? At fucking Dragon Gate or PWG? Yeah, I don't care. Like, I really don't, man. And I watched this match. I'm like, yeah, I'm not missing anything. And like, cause you got people on crowd, they're fucking marking out like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, or this is awesome. This is awesome. Like, no, like, no, it's not. Like, here's the thing, all right? Because this is the type of fucking match that Dave Meltzer fucking creams over. Like now, if Kalani Jordan and Soul Group did the same exact shit that Ricochet and Ospreay did in this match, you know, he would say it's garbage. All right, but because it's Ricochet and Ospreay doing it, like, oh, this is the best shit ever. This is the match of the year. I'm not gonna forget that disrespect he had towards Kalani Jordan and Soul Group. That was some bullshit. All right, gonna say like, oh, that's just acrobatics. What the fuck was that? That's exactly what this match was. Acrobatics. Like, oh, there's your spot. Okay, I help you. You do your spot. You do this flip. Now it's time for me to do this flip. That's what this shit was. Like, I can't get into this shit. I tried. And this motherfucker's doing cartwheels and shit. Like, look what I could do. Like, cool, man. I don't care. I don't care if you could do a fucking backflip and the cartwheels and all that goofy shit, man. Like, you're there to wrestle, man. You're there to fuck each other up. That's what I want to see. I want to see like that stiff, hard-hitting action. All right, not this, you know, flippity flips and, you know, fucking 360s, 450s, 620s, 900s. I don't care about that, man. I never have. All right, at least there's people who do it, but don't do it in such a obnoxious way. Like Pac, for instance. Like, I have him easily in the top 10 high flyers of all time because he could do all that shit. But he's trying to look like a badass and not a fairy. You see what I'm saying? All right, and like, I was done the moment when I seen the Poserana. Like, you got, what was it? Ospreay hits a Poserana on Ricochet, and Ricochet hits a Poserana on Ospreay. The Ospreay no sells into Hidden Blade. I was done. I swear to God, I was done after I seen that shit. Like, fuck this match. Like, how that's the shit I'm talking about with Ospreay in these fucking matches, man. Motherfucker just no sell shit, man. There's no sell and spring up. Like, I didn't just get dropped my fucking head and let me hit you my signature move. Like the dickhead I am. It's bullshit, man. Like, this, nobody, and I don't see enough people calling him out on that bullshit, man. It's garbage. Yeah, we're gonna fast forward. Basically, he hits a Hidden Blade. Ospreay's shoulders were on the mat as well, so the referee counts to 3, and the match is a draw. Of course, the crowd gets pissed off. They restart the match anyway. All right, they fight back and forth. Ospreay has another Hidden Blade, so that there signals that Ospreay is gonna win the match. Right, but he gets interrupted by the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. And thank you. There should have been thank you, Konosuke. Thank you, Konosuke. All right, because he said, "Fuck this shit, man. Thank you." I'm saying thank you to Konosuke, man. Fuck this shit, man. He goes out there and starts whooping Ospreay's ass. He hits the V trigger, or I don't know what he calls it, but I was gonna call it the V trigger onto Ospreay. He then hits a nasty forearm to Ricochet, picks his ass up and hits the Raging Fire, which is pretty much a spinning Falcon Zero. Alright, lays both guys out, picks up an international belt, and there you go. Alright, but I don't like this because at first they're teasing him going after Okada. Alright, so is he done going after Okada, or now he's going after Ospreay? Which one is it? Because his chances of going over on Ospreay ain't good. I don't like it because now they're gonna be like, say they have a match between the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita versus Will Ospreay bruh. Alright, you're gonna have Ricochet getting involved and he holds fucking Konosuke out of his win. Right? Now with Okada, there is a good chance he could go over it and become the new Continental Champion. The only thing I do know is that Konosuke needs a fucking belt. Like, that's all I'm saying. All right. Like, what I don't want to happen is them like losing to Ospreay and Okada. All right, because like, what are you doing with Konosuke at that point? You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna put him on the back burner for Ricochet? Fuck that. All right. Like, you got 3 mid-card belts. All right, because right now they're probably gonna have Hook go after fucking Jungle Jobber. All right, so that leaves Ospreay and Okada. So you get one of the belts to fucking Konosuke, and for sure you get the other belt to fucking Ricochet. All right, all I know is that Konosuke needs a fucking mid-card belt. Get this man a singles belt, for fuck's sake. That's all I'm saying. So we'll see how this shit plays out, but we move on. Next, we see Mercedes Moné, the Brick House Camille backstage. She shows off her special video package. I don't care. Right? Like, I'm good. Even though I will say Mercedes she's looking kind of good. I ain't gonna lie. All right. But MVP shows up. He was like, I agree. Now you are the CEO of AEW. Like, here's my card. Let's talk some business. All right. And that's it. That's all that happened here, man. Let's move on. Next, we get a promo from, hi guys, it's the Learning Tree. Chris Jericho. He said that AEW just signed a new TV deal that made a whole lot of experts, quote unquote, look very stupid. That was a shot taken at all the smarks, all the dirt sheets, like your Sean Ross Saps and all those type of people. All right. He then says how, not only is this the 5th anniversary for AEW, this is also my 34th anniversary since when I first started professional wrestling. That's crazy. Over 3 decades of doing this. He was like, you all should just thank me right now because there wouldn't be no AEW without me. Oh, it's true. He's like, he should have said, oh, it's true. It's damn true. But he's not wrong. All right. Like, there's always credited that it was his match against Kenny Omega at New Japan, I think was for the United States title at that time, which gave inspiration to old con man to start AEW. All right. And I'm not going to go into detail about the TV deal. You guys already know. All right. It's just like, I'm pretty sure con man threw in his own money to make it work. That's what I'm saying. All right. But I am happy that they managed to work something out, even though it comes at the expense of ROH, because I didn't hear anything about ROH getting re-upped. So I think this is it. So yeah, you're gonna see some integration, some unification going on, which makes sense as to what's about to happen. But he announces that he will be going after Mark Briscoe's ROH World Championship. But then Mark Briscoe comes out. He says, I'm not a man that makes excuses and that I had your ass beat in New York City. If it wasn't for Big Bill choke slamming me through the table while your limp ass almost didn't move out the way in time, I would have won that match. With who you are, celebrate your 34th anniversary for almost 4 decades. And I gotta call it how it is. You are Chris, by God, Jericho, one of the finest wrestlers to ever set foot in this ring. And logically speaking, since you pinned me, that means you deserve a shot at this title, which gives me the chance to put another notch on my belt. Because you see, it's coincidental that the word of the day is consequential. So consequentially speaking, I get to put a legendary head mounted up on my wall. When I beat your ass at Wrestle and Jericho stops him, he's like, whoa, beating me? You think you could beat me, beat the Learning Tree? Oh, you can't. Maybe Jay could. That's right, deep down inside, you will never be as good as Jay Briscoe. Now, this was some 08 Jericho shit right here. Like during his feud with Shawn Michaels, when he was wearing a suit, where he was like, I'm the best in the world at what I do. That was that version of Jericho right there, with that bar. Right, which is completely fucked up to say. Alright, so I'm like, Mark, you better knock this dude the fuck out. So he hits him, right, knocks him down. or Jericho was like, he called off the Big Bill and Brian Keith for coming in. Mark says, "You keep my brother's name out your fucking mouth. I accept your challenge." And that, son, is consequential. And that's it for this promo segment. And I enjoyed it. But I gotta say this right now. It ain't looking too good for Mark Briscoe. Now, hypothetically speaking, he should go over like at Wrestle Dream on Chris Jericho after those comments about Jay Briscoe. Alright? But at the same time, this is Chris Jericho that we're talking about here. Alright? He said he's trying to go from being the Ocho to the Nueve. There's a very, very high chance of that happening. He could go from being the first AEW World Champion to being the last ROH World Champion. I can see it right now. Like, I can see that shit clear as day. So I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll have to see. This is going to be interesting. But, you already know Mark Briscoe has my full support. One of my favorites in AEW. But that's it for the segment, so we move on. I forgot to mention this earlier, but there was a little promo backstage with the Guns. And basically Austin Gunn was like, "Pittsburgh!" And that's all he really said here, because Adam Page comes from behind, goes upside his head with a steel chair. He throws fucking, was it Dalton Gunn? I think that's his name. He throws him through a fucking door, and both guns get their ass kicked. So that's pretty much all that happened here. This is another ass whooping. Alright, this man, Adam Page, he ain't playing. Alright, it's on sight. Alright, he's fucking everybody up. Next, we get a promo from Darby Allin. He was out there in the middle of nowhere at some abandoned junkyard rocking his Doflamingo jacket. He announces that there will be an open challenge at Wrestle Dream, because you can't have Wrestle Dream without Darby Allin. Of course. But yeah, he just said the same shit that he's been saying, how he's been homeless, like, working bingo halls and fucking, high school cafeterias to where he is now. Like, we get it, man. It's like, it's the same with fucking like Dax Hardwood. How he's like, "I love my wife. I love tequila. I love the South. I love AEW." Like, we get it, man. Shut the fuck up. Alright. God damn. I can't stand it when people repeat themselves, man. Like, you said it once. It's like David Byrne said from Talking Heads. Say something once, why say it again? You know what I mean? Like, why? I don't get it. But that's it for this fucking segment, so we move on. Next, we get the match between Adam Page versus my nigga Juice Robinson. Juice can't even finish his entrance because we see he was egging him on. He's like, "Come on, Adam, come on, get his ass whooping." And that's what fuck Adam did. He's like, "Alright." So he comes running up and starts fighting up there in the ramp area. In the fast forward, we see Juice takes out his strap that he had from his vest. He uses it against Adam Page. Fast forward, Adam does the same to Juice Robinson. Fast forward again, Adam tries to do a pile driver onto Juice onto the table, but Juice counters it to a back body drop. Fast forward, these guys are fighting up and down the stairs. Alright, so at some point we see Juice, I don't know what kind of drink that was, but he splashes it into Adam's face. Fast forward, you see him taking a selfie with some dude rocking a woo Tang shirt. Man, that shirt's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, would I wear it? Absolutely not, but it's kind of funny. Alright, fast forward, Juice rips up a Hangman is fire sign. Completely disrespectful. But fast forward again, we see Juice, he takes a bucket of popcorn and just smashes it right upside Adam's head. Alright, fast forward, they finally get back into the ring. We see Juice trying to choke out Adam with that strap that he had. He got another one around his waist, but Adam manages to get out of it. Fast forward, here's the DVD, which is the Death Valley driver, to Juice for a 2 count. And fast forward again, he hits a belly-to-belly suplex for another 2 count. Then hits a face buster using on that edge of the ring apron there. Fast forward, Juice hits a superplex onto Adam off the top turnbuckle. He then tries to go for a cannonball, but Adam dodges. But he gets it this time when he hits the cannonball through a barricade. Now we're gonna fast forward. This is probably my favorite spot in the match, because I've never seen this shit before. Adam does a fallaway slam to Juice Robinson to the bottom turnbuckle, and the way he bounced off of it, that shit was sick. I'm not gonna lie, and that was crazy. That was a cool spot. Alright, but fast forward, we see Juice He gets, because Adam was trying to go for the Deadeye, the Avalanche Deadeye, but Juice counters it to like a falling power bomb for 2 count. Alright, fast forward. Adam hits a low blow. Fucking Aubrey doesn't see it, obviously. He hits the buckshot lariat for the 1-2-3. Alright, after the match, Adam proceeds to hang Juice Robinson, chokes the life out of him. Till we see a Titantron from the Switchblade himself, Jay Caucasian. Like, I knew it, he was coming back, and here he is. Alright, he comes out, he clotheslines the shit out of Adam Page, who sells the hell out. Fast forward, we see Jay trying to go for a spear. I think that was the goal, but he tries to go for a spear, but it looks more like a double-legged takedown, if anything. And if that was his attempt for a spear, that he needs to work on that, because he barely breaks the table. All right, you need to hit up my nigga Beast Mortis or Adam Copeland or somebody. Hell, even fucking Ricky Starks for his ass leads to WWE. You need to work on that shit. All right, but yeah. Jay Caucasian, aka Jay White, is officially back. Alright, so they're going to set up the feud between him versus Adam Page. Should be good. I don't know who's going to win. I'm leaning towards Adam Page here because he has a lot of momentum, beating Swerve Strickland and that match all out. So I don't see Jay winning the feud overall, but we shall see. Alright, but it's good to see him back. That's for sure. The Bang Bang Gang needs Jay Caucasian. Alright, they're officially back together. So that's it. So we move on. Next, we see the scapegoat jungle jobber Jack Perry pulling up with his Jeepers Creepers U-Haul. We see my nigga Katsuyori Shibata confronts him, challenges him at Wrestle Dream. Alright, jungle jobber accepts and then attacks this dude from behind, like a coward that he is. So not only does this man sneak attack Shibata has to put this motherfucker over at Wrestle Dream. People wonder why this dude gets the hate that he gets, man, because he has some business going over people like Minoru Suzuki or Katsuyori Shibata. And I know Shibata hasn't had the best MMA record, but I for damn sure know that he can fuck up Jungle Boy anytime, any place. That's for damn sure. Alright, that's all that happened here, so we move on. And next, we get a promo from the American Dragon, the current AEW World Champion himself, Bryan Danielson. He says, as much as I want to say fuck Jon Moxley, this isn't about you. This isn't your world title. Hell, this isn't even my world title. This is AEW's world title. What the fuck is he talking about? Like, you are the world champion. AEW can't defend the world title because AEW is not a wrestler. It's not a person. Dude, what are you talking about, man? So what, you're telling me that it's gonna be Jon Moxley versus AEW? Fucking Wrestle Dream? What a dumbass thing to say. Yeah, I didn't care what the fuck Danielson had to say after that. I couldn't get past that shit. Like, he said that I'm not the world champion, that AEW is the world champion. Like, I get what he was trying to go for. Like, he should have said that, like, I represent AEW. I am its world champion. That's what he should have said, not that AEW is the world champion. That doesn't make any fucking sense, my guy. So yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. Still can't get past that. That's hilarious. All right, but yeah, we get the match between Dr. D, Britt Baker versus the Professor. All right, Serena Deeb. All right, and I can tell you right now, I didn't care about the match because as much as I want Serena Deeb to win, she wasn't gonna win because they're here in Pittsburgh. All right, this is Britt Baker's home country. Her homeland, and no hometown advantage. Alright, so you already knew off rep that she wasn't going to lose here. And that's exactly what happened. So we're just going to fast forward to the finish. Baker locks in the lockjaw for the submission. Alright, after the fact, Deeb attacks her, locks in the single leg Boston Crab, and Baker taps out, which I'm like, she couldn't do that during the match? Nah, you gotta wait till after. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Fast forward, we see Queen Amanita coming out for the safe, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of. We see Mariah May out there laughing at the chaos because she doesn't care who wins. Alright? I'm not exactly thrilled with the idea of Queen Amanita teaming up with Britt Baker. Unless it plays out to where Baker puts over Queen Amanita, which I'm all for. Alright? She needs to start putting over more fucking talent. Alright? But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see how shit plays out. You know? But I'm glad that Queen Amanita is getting more TV time on Dynamite. So that is a plus. Alright? But next we get a promo from Hook. He's pissed off that somebody took out Taz earlier. That's why he was replaced by Nigel McGuinness on commentary. So at least we had some good commentary for this show. Alright, because Excalibur doesn't do it for me. He fucking sucks, in my opinion. And Tony just doesn't care. And Tony's too damn old. He's just there for the paycheck. Every now and again, he has some moments where he entertains me. But more times than not, I'm not even checking for commentary because it's that bad. Hook was like, he was selling the fact that he's angry. He was like, you fuck with my family, I'ma find out whoever did this, and I'm coming for you. Like, come on, man, this is terrible. Like, yo, this dude cannot act. Like, you need some acting lessons. Because I always wondered, he's like, we were done filming shit like this. And, Hook was like, how do I do? And whoever at cameraman was like, yeah, that should suffice. That's good. Like, just be straight up honest and just be like, yo, you fucking suck. Alright, like that shit was trash. Alright, like I seen more emotion from a Jumpin' Jeff Farmer promo with him going full force than what the fuck I just witnessed right now. You're trying to convey to the audience that you're furious after what happened to your pops. So I'm putting his ass in an ambulance on his way to the ICU. And that's the best you can do. Come on. Stop it. Alright? It's not good. No bueno. Alright? And the fact that they thought that shit was good is also no bueno. But we go from a shit promo to a good promo from the patriarch himself, Christian Cage. Where he tells Pittsburgh that this is a 5-year anniversary for AEW. And you can't have an anniversary without Christian Cage. And if you're in awe with all I accomplished in the first 5 years, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm still the face of TBS, now and forever. I am the reigning, defending, undisputed next AEW World Champion. I am the patriarch. I am your father figure. And it's only a matter of time before I have it all. Hook, line, and sinker. There it is. That's how you do it. That's how you get the job done. Alright, so Hook, you need to hit up Christian. Hit up Christian Cage for some tips on how to cut a promo. That's how you fucking do it right there. Hot damn. Next we see the current sexy AEW Women's World Champion, the Glamour, Mariah May, backstage with Renee. She says Willow is a complete jobber. She lost the TBS title, she lost the Owen Hart Cup title, and she lost the CML Women's World Championship title. Like, why did she get a title shot against me? Then Willow shows up and she's like, yeah, of course I want a title shot. And then they're talking shit back and forth. Then they start fighting. Security comes, including Christopher Daniels, and they separate them. But Mariah does make a good point, right? Like, if anyone deserves a title shot, it should be Chris Statlander, who beat Willow at All Out. But yeah, somehow Willow Nightingale is in contention for the AEW Women's World title. Doesn't make sense. Alright, but I digress, so we move on. Next, we're going to tag team match of Private Party versus the Iron Jobbers, aka the Iron Savages. Who the only good person out of that group is Jack Jamison. I'm like, you're better than those two, man. Drop kick those two jobbers to the curb, and go out and do your own thing. That's what I like to see. But yeah, the match was pretty much a squash match. We're gonna fast forward to the finish where Private Party tries to hit their finisher, the Gin and Juice, but Mark Quinn botches the Hurricanrana. I don't know which one's which. I don't know which one's Boulder. I don't know which one's Rock. I don't know which one's Pebble. Which one was on the turnbuckle. He sells up the botch momentum just enough so he goes flying off the turnbuckle into the cutter from Isaiah Cassidy. So they hit the gin and juice for the 1, 2, 3. After the fact, Isaiah Cassidy cuts a promo saying how putting the tag team division on notice. This is new year, new us, new party, and we will be the next AEW tag team champions. The Young Bucks come out and they're like, oh, look, it's Private Party. You guys want a title shot tonight here in Pittsburgh? It ain't gonna happen. Alright, so then we see Jungle Jobber. He comes in and tags Private Party. Then my nigga Katsuyori Shibata comes out for the save. Then we see the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. He comes out. He announces that there will be a 6-man tag team match on Rampage with Katsuyori Shibata and Private Party versus the Elite of Young Bucks and Jungle Jobber, which I will not be watching because I don't have time to watch Rampage. And that's all that happened here. So to move on, see Prince Nanda confronting MVP backstage. He was like, you were talking real spicy last week, and I think people forget that I used to be a wrestler, and I'm not too old to put on these boots and whoop your ass in that ring. MVP was like, oh, sounds like you got a complaint. Well, I don't deal with complaints, but he does. Turns around, see the camera pans out to my nigga, the gold standard. Ain't no stopping me now. Mr. Shelton Benjamin. He's all elite. Alright, he grabs the coffee mug that Prince Nana has, drinks it in front of his face. He says, it's pretty good, not bad. And then walks off of it. While we see MVP laughing at him. Completely savage. Alright, but they're doing this. Alright, so on Wrestle Dream, best believe we're gonna see the Almighty Bobby Lashley making his debut in AEW, because Lashley is all elite. And don't worry, I plan on doing a video about the Hurt Business in AEW, where I will elaborate furthermore on how I like to see dates play out. You know what I mean? But so far, so good, and I just hope that Calm Man doesn't fuck this up. Alright? So yeah, that's all that happened here, so we move on. And throughout the show, they're showing like highlights of shit that happened, like memorable moments during the 5 years of AEW. Alright? And I also plan on doing a video about some of my favorite moments here in AEW to celebrate, you know, the 5-year anniversary for AEW, all elite wrestling. I just want to take some time out and put over the Exalted One, Brody Lee. Rest in peace, man. Because the Dark Order has not been the same since his passing. They're pretty much dead in the water. I mean, like, they haven't done shit since Brody's passing. You know, and it sucks. It really does, man. Like, we lost a good one. I remember watching New Legacy. Shout out to them. Like, they do their like yearly like charity streams. You know what I mean? And I remember Brody Lee coming through on one of them, just chopping it up, talking shit with the boys. You know, it's just shit like that, man. Just like you can tell, he was like a humble, chill dude. You know what I mean? Who was also very smart, by the way. But yeah, it sucks. You know, and AEW has not been the same since his passing. So yeah, rest in peace, Brody Lee. All right, but I gotta move on to, last but not least, the main event, which is for the AEW World Championship. Mind you, they already told the finish because, one, we already know Danielson's not going to lose. That's why it's kind of hard for me to get into this match. Although it was a good match, I must say. Second, they said that the first 20 minutes that if Danielson wins, he becomes a new Continental Champion. So that automatically sends a signal that this match is going past 20 minutes. Because commentary kept alluding to the fact that, oh, for the 5th anniversary for AEW, we have a substantial amount of overrun time so that we'll stick with this match as long as we need to. Which is not true, because they're owing a lot of so much time. If they go past it, they get cut off. Too fucking bad. The only people who get to see what happens are the people in attendance. Alright, so yeah, get the match. I'm just going to fast forward. I will say, I want to point out probably my favorite moment in this match. And that's when Bryan Danielson hits a nasty, and I do mean a nasty, Rainmaker on Kazuchika Okada. I is the American Dragon out here doing better Rainmakers than the Rainmaker himself. This sound that shit made. You know what I mean? Just, wow, that should have been the finish right there, honestly. But fast forward, He gets the win via a backside pin for the 1-2-3. After the fact, we see Okada. He's mad as hell. He's salty as fuck. So he hits a Rainmaker on Danielson. He then tells Claudio and Pac, fuck you. And he leaves. Then the BCC comes in. They have Danielson pinned down. Moxley grabs a mic, cuts a promo. He says, everything that I'm doing is greater than you and me. If it was up to me, I would have put your ass down a long time ago. All right, and before, he kicked his ass, we see Yuta coming out for the save. He has a hammer in his hand. All right, and then he's trying to buck up to Moxley, and Moxley's trying to call his bluff. Like, really? Like, motherfucker, you're gonna swing, then swing, nigga. I mean, like, come on, what you gonna do? You got it or not? All right, and then Danielson's watching. He like, all right, he realizes that Yuta's too much of a bitch to use the hammer on Moxley, so he attacks Moxley. All right, then, the rest of BCC come in and try to help out Moxley. Like in Mox and Marina, they get out the ring. Claudio does not swing at all on Yuta. All right, while Yuta's just wailing on him. And Danielson fights off Pac. All right, Yuta grabs the mic, cuts a shit-ass promo. He says, I'm a grown man. You guys don't tell me what to do. If you want to go through Danielson, you got to go through me first. I'm sorry, man. Wheeler sucks. This dude sucks on the mic. He's a good technical wrestler, but that's all he is, man. This dude does not have it on the mic. Does it? All right. Danielson grabs the mic. He says that next week on Title Tuesday, it's going to be U2 versus Wheeler Yuta and Bryan Danielson. And that's it. That's how the show ends. All right. So overall, I'd say it's a decent show for a 5th anniversary. I'd say the Ospreay Ricochet match was a bust. That shit was lame as hell. I enjoyed the Learning Tree segment with Mark Briscoe. Match of the night, in my opinion, is still Hangman versus Juice Robinson. I enjoyed that match. I enjoyed my nigga. Shelton Benjamin is now all elite. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, decent episode of. Oh, and I liked the main event as well. The main event was good, solid. Again, that was better than that opener, which was just acrobatics. Dave Meltzer, right? That's what acrobatics is. That's what the fuck they did in that opening match. And if that's the style of wrestling you like, more power to you. But I don't. All right. So yeah, again, overall, it's a decent episode. Happy 5th anniversary for AEW. And I truly mean this when I say this. I sincerely hope that they'll be around long enough to do a 10-year anniversary, maybe a 15-year anniversary, hell, even a 20-year anniversary like TNA. You know what I mean? So like I said, I want AEW to succeed. Like, I went to a live AEW show before I went to a live WWE show. All right, that says a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I was there for that promo between Chris Jericho and MGF, where he was like, "Who the hell is Hoovy?" Like, I was there for that promo live. You know what I mean? That show. All right, and I could have went to WrestleMania this year. Ain't no way am I spending my hard-earned money to go see Cody Rhodes in back-to-back main events. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm glad I didn't go. The only show that I really want to go to is the Royal Rumble. And maybe one of these years I'll get to go. But if not, ain't a big deal. I ain't tripping. So yeah, big ups to AEW once again. Well, that's all I gotta say about this shit. So, let me know how y'all felt about this episode for AEW this week. Alright, love it, hate it, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's all the same to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys. And I've been seeing that here lately. I've been seeing some comments, especially in that NXT video. So big ups to all you guys leaving your comments. That's all I want to see. Even that one J Brown that wanted to try to insult my intelligence. Like, that's cute. Like, nice try. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, all the channels, all the videos are on YouTube. You took time out to comment on my video that doesn't even have 200 subs. So I thank you for watching. You know what I mean? Like, while I get offended for such a weak ass comment like that, but I do appreciate your feedback, because that's all I want for you guys. Is I want to see likes go up, I want to see the comments roll in, And hell, even share the video if you feel the need to. You know, I truly appreciate it. But as far as the next video, I'm not sure, because I do plan on doing the review for that Stardom pay-per-view that happened a couple weeks ago. So, hey, shout out to you, Sergio. I got you. I'm gonna do that video for that Stardom show. I do want to do that AEW Hurt Business video, and I also want to do an AEW favorite moments video. So a lot of AEW content I want to do, as well as past content that I didn't get to do. So just stay tuned. You know, I'll drop whatever it is I drop. You know what I mean? But wasting enough of your guys' time. So that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, trust in God. I'm out of here. Till next time, adios.